Hello and welcome back to another PSP virtual fitness class. I'm Kyle, fitness and sport instructor here at Petawawa. Today I have for you a mobility rolling class. So we're going to be focusing on mainly the hip area and more your squat. So we're going to be working through a bunch of different motions and movements from rolling to help with that squat and the hip area. So before we get started, as normal, if you didn't read that disclaimer at the start of the video, please do so, or the main part of it is this class is intended for members of the Canadian Armed Forces. If you are not, you are assuming your own risk at partaking in the class. We do recommend you take that Get Active questionnaire just to make sure you are in a well enough state to participate. For those of you who are members of the forces, we do recommend that if by chance you do receive any type of injury during the class, that you do fill out a CF98. With that, go ahead, you can put on some of your own music. I suggest kind of a bit more relaxing type music, but make sure that you can still hear me because I'm going to be walking you through this whole class. So you do want to make sure that you can hear what I'm saying. With that, options, once we get to the rolling part, the two good things to have is going to be a foam roller and some type of ball to use for your rolling as well. So pretty much any type of ball will work. Lacrosse ball, baseball, ball hockey, whatever you have available, you can give it a try and see. The bigger the better. So yeah, mine's about the size of a softball. If by chance you don't have anything to roll with, you can either watch and just kind of sit through and see what we do, or you can just kind of skip ahead through that rolling section. Okay? So with that, pretty much, as I mentioned, just working on that hip and squat. So to get started, what I want you to do is nice and tall stand position. Get ready for a squat. I'm gonna have you squat on down, nice deep low, trying to keep those feet flat on the floor. Hold it there. Pay attention to how your body is feeling. Does it feel tight through the hips of the legs at all? Are you having a hard time with balance? Are you not going very low? Are you up higher? Just pay attention to your position, how your body feels during. Go ahead, stand back up. So we're gonna get a little bit more warmed up here. So to get started, we're just gonna stand nice and tall and we're gonna go through some hip motion. So from that nice and tall position, what we're gonna do is lift a knee straight on up, rotate it out to the side, pull the heel on up and back to pull it to the bum. So, this will be a little better. So from the side, just so you can see it, pulling that knee on up, rotate it out. From there, you pull the knee under the hips, bringing that heel to your bum. You then reverse the motion. So pull that knee back out, pull the knee in and down. Keep going. We're going to do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. Take it nice and slow. If you need to use something for some balance, that is completely fine. So 1 is out to the side, rotate down, and then reversing the motion. That is 1 repetition. So you're just going to go through for 5. Try to stay nice, tall, upright. If by chance it's not feeling right, if you're having a hard time, just go to the point where you start to experience that issue and then reverse from there. And this is my number 5. And down. And then the other side. Take a reset if you need to. If by chance you can continue without fully weight bearing on that moving foot, better. And number 4. And lastly, number 5. All right. So give the legs a little shake out. When you're ready, you can head on down to the ground for our next few movements. So down on the ground, you can start with those legs nice straight out. From there, all you're gonna do, slowly pull those knees on up into the chest. Give them a bit of a hug and hold. Nice and relaxed here. Try to keep the feet together, toes pointed up to the ceiling. And if you wish, in this position, you can give a little rock side to side or forward, backwards. Help give that back a little bit of an extra massage type motion. Really try to pull those knees up to the chest as best you can. All right, from here, we're gonna take the left leg to start. You're gonna straighten it on out, down to the floor, hover it just above the floor, so you're still actively holding it. Keeping that right knee as close to the chest as you can. From there, pull that left leg back into the chest. Straighten the right leg on out and down. And we're going to pull that right leg back in, holding both knees up towards that chest again for a couple more seconds here. And you can relax. Straighten those legs on out. And then what we're going to do is start with the right leg. You're going to pull it on up to be at 90 degrees away from the body, 90 degrees at the knee. From there, all you're going to do is try to keep that 90 degrees in your knee. You're going to rotate and draw circles with that knee. Nice and as big as you can. Keep going in one direction, and we'll change the directions in a few here. So again, that knee stays at about 90 degrees. All the movements at your hip. If by chance you feel any clicking or clunking, as long as there's no pain, it's fine. If by chance you are experiencing any pain, maybe try bigger circles, or you might not be going through a full circle motion. Really try to get that knee down towards the floor. We're going to go just a couple more here. And you're going to pause and reverse the direction. So same knee, but this time you're circling the opposite way. Again, 90 degrees. If you need to take a break at all, take a break, that is fine. Few more. And pause, and you can drop that leg. We're going to go to the other side now. So pulling that knee on up, start circling one direction.
by chance notice if this knee is any different in its movement. Are you able to keep it more at 90 degrees? Is there less noise or motion in the hip? Are you getting bigger circles, smaller circles? We're going to keep going, a few more here. And pause and reverse your direction. Keep it going. Again, if you need to take a break, take a break. Trying to keep that 90 degrees. We got just a few more here. And you can relax, bring that leg on down. Quickly, one last time, just to help stretch a little more, pull those knees back up towards the chest. And slowly relax. From there, you can sit on up, turn around. We're going to head into a tabletop position. So on all fours. From here, trying to get those hands under those shoulders, knees under those hips. Nice and tall. We're going to start with some bird dogs. So you're going to take right hand to start, left foot, push them on out. Trying to get the arm right beside the ear, pushing that heel straight behind you. Back on down. Switch, alternate to the other side. Keep alternating sides here. If by chance you're having a hard time doing both arm and leg at the same time, you can just, on the spot, just lift the leg and focus on that. While you are doing this, when you are moving, try not to shift those hips a lot. They should stay fairly stationary, pointed towards that ground. Nice and slow movements right now. Trying to stay in pace so the limbs are moving at the same time. And we're going to go 2 more for each side. One and 2 and 2. All right. Give a little shake if you need those shoulders. Quick second to relax. Little rest. Still down in that tabletop position. The next one we're going to go through is a fire hydrant. So you're going to be in that tabletop position. To start, we'll use the right leg. You're going to lift that knee straight out to the side and just bring it back on down. Don't rest it on the ground, and then repeat. 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you're pulling that knee on up, it's staying bent 90 degrees. You're using your glutes to really help pull that leg on up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax and switch it to the other side. Go this way so you can see head on. And when you're ready, left side lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little break if you need it. Again, shake it out. Give the shoulders a little time to relax. We're going to do the fire hydrant one more time with a little change. So we're going to go back to the right side. We're going to go for 10 reps again, but this time you're going to lift it straight out, kick the foot behind you, straightening that leg, pulling the knee back down. So that will be 1. So again, out to the side, kick it behind, bring it back on down. 2. Again, no rush here. Take it as slow as you need to. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And left side. So 10 again on that left side. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Relax it on down. Quick little break. Little drink of water if you need it. All right, next one. Quickly, we're just gonna go for some of the world's greatest stretch. So you can start kind of at one end, make sure you have room in front of you. You can start on the knees or standing, whatever you prefer. We're gonna start, take that right leg, pull it out front, so you're gonna lunge. So 2 options, you can either keep the back knee on the floor if you need to, or if you can, you're gonna pull the back knee up off the floor. So you're in a nice low lunge position. From here, rotate a little bit. You're gonna take the right hand, because it's beside your right foot out front, reach across, grab that left wrist, try to get the elbow to the ankle. From there, taking that hand, reach across, up to the ceiling, follow it with your eyes. Pull that hand back down, plant outside your foot. Lean on back a little bit, trying to straighten that front leg, back leg straight. Hands can stay on the floor for balance, or you can rest on the shin, whatever works best. From there, push those hips on down, lift the chest head up, arms up overhead, slight back lean. Relax, you can stand on up, and we're gonna repeat this time, left foot out front. So, left foot out front and down. Again, back knee down on the ground if you need to. Take that left hand, reach across, grabbing that wrist, elbow to ankle. Take that hand on up to the ceiling, pulling that hand back down outside the foot. Lean on back. Push those hips forward, chest head up, arms up overhead. And stand on up. We're gonna do once more each side. I'm just gonna rotate a bit for you. So right foot, back out front, hands down, reach across, grabbing that wrist, elbow to ankle. reach up to the ceiling, pulling that hand back down to the floor, lean on back, pushing those hips forward, chest head up, arms up, slight lean back. Stand on up. And once more, left side this time. Left leg goes forward, hands down, reach over with the left hand, take that hand up to the ceiling, pull that arm on down, lean on back, push that chest head up, arms up, stand on up. All right, give those legs a quick little shake if you need to. We're gonna be back down on the floor for the next one. So, down, seated position. What we're gonna get into is the 90-90 position here. So, the best way is if you're using a mat or something with edges, take your left leg straight out in front. The shin should be parallel, in my case, with the top of my mat. So you want that. Then you're gonna take your back leg, so your right, out to the side, 90 degrees at the knee. Again, shin should be parallel with what would be the side of my mat. So your front heel should pretty much be in line with the back knee, which should be in line with the back heel. It's called 90-90 because you're creating 90-degree positions at the knees. So you're at your 90-90 there. As well, it should be about 90 degrees up in the thighs. So we're just gonna get used to this position first. Just get used sitting in that position, holding it. Nice big deep breaths. It might feel a little awkward. Take a little rest from it if you need to. Shake out the legs. We're gonna be going through some movements in this position. So if at any point you need to take a break, come back in when you're ready. So as you're getting adjusted to that position, try not to rest so much on the hands. Just be nice, tall, and balanced. If you're able to, try to make sure the weight can be evenly shifted on those hips. I can only sit on my one side in this position. But just do your best. You want to face that front knee as best as possible so the chest, torso are all facing that knee, nice and tall. We're going to start going through our movements here in a few seconds. What I'll do first is show you the first one. So, for the first one, I'm going to rotate a bit so you can better see. What you're gonna do, you're gonna take those hands, cross them in front of the chest, I find works best. Still facing, all directed towards that front knee. What you're going to imagine as if you're pulling your belly button over that front knee. So you're gonna get a lean forward. You're not hinging at the hips. What you're doing is pushing that belly button towards that knee. So your back is staying fairly straight. And you're really pushing, trying to hold. So that's our first one. So we're gonna go in a couple seconds here. So again, just make sure you're in that good position, 90 degrees, facing that front knee, cross those arms, and lean it forward, pushing that belly button over that knee. Keep holding it, push it as far as you can. Don't worry if you're not going too far. Nice big deep breaths. You should hopefully feel a stretch down kind of the back of the hip in the glute area. Relax it back, take a quick little break, shake it out, turn if you feel it's in the back a bit. We're gonna do it again in a couple seconds. All right, crossing those arms, we're going again. Pushing that belly button, trying to imagine you're pushing it over that front knee. And relax it back. Quick little rest again. We're gonna do one more. So again, If you feel you need to shake it out somehow or come out of that position quickly, give those legs a rest, go ahead. This is your quick little relax time. Reset as you need to. All right, we're going once more. See if by chance you can go further than you have. All right, all set up. Crossing those arms, pushing forward. And relax it on back. All right. Whew. Okay, so from here, you're just gonna rotate, trying to get the chest, torso, looking more at that back knee, so your right knee. Just giving a little break, bit of a different position, hands just wherever's comfortable for you. If you need to rest more back for a little more support, that's fine. This is just an easy one. Kind of release some of that tension from the back here. I'm gonna rotate back this way so you can see me for our next one. All right, so next one, you can take a little break while I demonstrate this one quickly. What you're gonna do is get back facing that front knee, so your left knee. Nice torso, chest, head, all facing that direction. From here, we're gonna go through some rotations. So the first one we'll do is we're gonna take, because our left leg is out front, we're gonna take the right shoulder, bring it down, sweeping across. So shoulder meets knee. So it looks something like this. If by chance you can do it without resting this hand, great. If you need some of the support, that's fine. And then we do our opposite side. So we go left shoulder to left knee. Again, reach across. So that's what we're gonna do here for a couple times. So nice tall, facing that front left knee. We're gonna take that right shoulder down to that left knee. Slowly rotate it across as best you can. Stretching that arm out as far as you can. Again, if you can go without that hand for balance, great. It might be a little more beneficial to keep it out front though. Holding it here, again, you should feel it stretch kind of across the back of the hip. Inhale, bring it on up. Rotate, so we're going left shoulder to left knee now. Palm should stay facing the ceiling of that left hand. Pretty much the arm is resting across the leg. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale as you take that right arm out. Inhale up, left arm out to the side. Once more each side. Inhale on up. Exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale on up, and exhale, taking that left shoulder on down. Inhale back on up. All right, so little break if you need to give those legs a little shake. I'm gonna get set up so you can better see for our last movement in this position. So, still in that 90-90 position here. You're gonna stay facing that front leg, so chest, torso facing your left knee. What we're gonna do this time is you're gonna Try not to balance yourself. If you really need to, you can put the hands on the ground. What you're going to do though, is you're going to use the glutes and the upper leg here to rotate at the knee to pull the heel off the floor, okay? So it'll look something like this. You're just gonna pull that heel off the floor as best you can and hold. All right, so get in that nice 90-90 position, facing that left front knee, right knee out to the side. When you're ready, start to focus. Focus on pulling that heel off the ground, strictly rotation at the knee. So you should be using your glutes and the upper leg here to do that. Hold it as long as you can. We're going to do it a couple times. You may cramp up while doing this one. Take a little break if you do. Again, if you can go without balancing yourself, even better. I need to use my hands for a little additional support. Relax it down, take a quick little break, shake it out if you need to, reset your position if you need to. We're gonna go again. And lift. And relax it on down. We'll go once more in a few seconds here. For this last one, try to see if you can lift it a little higher, and while you do so, try to keep that chest nice, tall, upright, looking ahead. And we're lifting in 2, 1, go. And relax on down. All right, from here you can swing across. We're gonna take a little relaxed motion. So leaning backwards, hands on either side of the body. All we're gonna do is from that 90-90 position, just bring those knees on up, back on down. Just a little sway, helps them kind of relax. Gives a little bit of a different motion for you. So just keep swaying a few times here. And then hold it at the top position for a couple seconds. And then you're gonna drop it so the right knee is now out front. If you need to readjust yourself, readjust. That is completely fine. So we're gonna get set up so the right knee is now out front, and then 90 degrees with the top of your mat. Back knee is that left one out to your side. Again, just holding the position right now. Get used to being in this different position. It can be a little awkward. You may notice a difference feeling already based on the right versus the left. And again, just slowly get adjusted to the position. I am feeling tighter. This position, for some reason, it feels a lot tighter across the back there. All right. So hopefully you're feeling a little more comfortable in the position. We're gonna get started again with that forward lean. So the same thing, crossing those arms in front, facing that front leg, trying to imagine pushing that belly button over that front knee. Go ahead. Relax it on back, take a little break. If you feel you need to reset your position, go ahead. All right. When you're ready, we're going again. 3, 2, 1, and go. and relax it on back. Quick little break, we're going once more. Ooh. And you may start to cramp maybe. Take a longer break if you need to. Okay, we're pushing it back forward last time. Belly button over that knee, go ahead. And relax it on back. Little break. Shake the legs out if you need to. Give them a little relax. As you're ready, you can slowly just do that rotate, face that back knee right now. Little break. Again, you may be noticing a bit of a difference, one side compared to the other. That's completely normal usually. It's just one side tends to favor more than the other when you're doing any movements. All right, so in a couple of seconds here, we're gonna do that shoulder rotation. So bringing the shoulders down to that front knee. So take a quick little break if you need to get readjusted in your 90-90 position. I'm gonna rotate so you can see my shoulder move more. Again, nice tall to start. Make sure you're in that 90-90 position. And we're taking that left shoulder down to the right knee to start. Sweeping that arm across and go. You may notice you might not get as far. Inhale, bring it back up. Right shoulder to right knee. Inhale, back up. Back to the left side, or left shoulder, sorry. Head on down. Inhale on up, right shoulder on down. Inhale on up, last time, left shoulder down. Inhale on up. Last one, exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale back on up. All right, so we have one last one here, and it's that back leg lift again. So take a few seconds. If you need to come out of that position, give the legs a little shake. Reposition yourself as needed. Back to that 90-90 position. Again, if you need to use your upper body for a little more balanced stability, go ahead. Same thing as before. We're gonna be squeezing from up in the hips, upper leg, to rotate at the knee to pull that heel off the floor. And we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and lift. You may notice it might not get as high. As well, you wanna try to keep that chest head up, those hips nice flat on the ground. You shouldn't be getting a lean forward to help pull. You should be staying nice and tall. Relax it on down. Again, cramping may occur. Take a break if you need to. Stretch it out. We're going for our second one. 2, 1, and go. One more few seconds. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and lift. And relax it on down. All right. Again, lastly, you can lean on back, hands on either side. Just go for that little sway. Help try to relax it there. Just a couple. Then you can relax, give the legs a little shake, a little stretch, a little drink of water if you need to, and we're going to transition to rolling now. So you'll need your ball to start with. So you're going to take your ball, and we're going to start with some of our hip flexor area. So what you're going to do is, on your body, find the front of your hip bone and your belly button. You want the midway point in between those two structures. Place the ball in that position, lay on down. Right on down, trying to keep those hips even towards the floor. You can do a small little movement if you feel you need to. There's a good chance it may feel discomforting. That is normal. As long as there is no sharp pain, you should be okay. Just holding it here right now. Again, move it around a little as you feel you need to until you find a spot. Nice big deep breaths. Try to relax. All right, so an option here, you can attempt, if it's too much, you don't have to. You're gonna bend the knee so the sole of the foot faces the ceiling, and then from there, you're gonna push the heel up to the ceiling, slowly lower back on down. Again, if this feels like it's too much, don't worry, just keep that leg straight, keep resting. But if you can, we're gonna go for 10 lifts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lower back down. Quick little rest again on this side before we switch. Again, nice big deep breaths. All right, slowly come up off that ball, switching to the other side. So again, same thing. Find that front of your hip bone, your belly button, midway in between. Place the ball in that position. Lay on down. Small little adjustment. Get used to that feeling. Take a little relax. Big deep breaths. Just get adjusted to it under there right now. All right, same thing if you think you can. Bend that knee. Push that heel up to the ceiling for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lower. Nice, little longer relaxation on that ball. All right, slowly come up off that ball. Put the ball off to the side. We're gonna go for a hip flexor stretch because we just gave it a little bit of a roll, a little stretch that way. We're gonna help reinforce it. So we'll go the right leg up, foot on the floor. From here, you're gonna squeeze the glute on your left side, help push those hips forward. You should feel it stretching down that front of the left leg. If you wish to add a little extra, you can go arms up overhead, slight lean back. And relax it on down, switching legs. Get all set up. Squeezing the glute on your right side this time, help push those hips forward. Chest, head, arms up. Again, feeling it stretch down that right side of the leg now. Few more seconds here. Inhale, release it back. All right, next one we're gonna roll is the glute. So back to the ball. All you're gonna do is take that ball, take a seat on one side with your glute. So while you're seated there, the side that you're rolling, you can either keep the leg straight out or you can bend and cross the foot over the opposite leg. All you're doing, rolling that ball up and down, side to side, little circles, whatever you feel works best for you. We're gonna go for maybe a minute here. So just roll it around as you feel needed, making sure you get high up towards the hip bone. As well, you can rotate a little more out to the side. Just give it a small roll wherever you feel needed. If you feel a spot that feels more tender, more discomfort, you can rest on it, try to relax. Big deep breaths. As well, if you are going with the leg crossed and you're in one of those spots, you can give it a little wave, help kind of work it out. We're gonna keep going here, about 20 more seconds. All right, we're gonna stop, switch it to the other side. If at any point here, if you feel you need to roll longer, just give the video a pause, and then when you're ready to move on, unpause. So, other side now, same thing. You can cross that leg, giving it that side to side or up and down, wherever you feel you need it. Again, I'm just going for about a quick minute here. If you wanted to spend maybe another minute on each side, you certainly can. I wouldn't recommend much more than that though. About 10 seconds left here. Again, rest wherever you feel you need to. And you can come off that ball. We're gonna stretch those glutes now. So for our glute stretch, what we'll do today His will go for a figure four. So we're going to take the left leg to start, crossing that ankle over the knee, grabbing behind the right knee, lean on back. Use your left elbow to push into that left knee and help feel that stretch, hopefully in the left glute. Trying to pull the right knee closer to the chest will increase the stretch. And trying to stay nice, relaxed throughout the rest of the body. Slowly relax that leg on down, switch them around. Same thing, reach on through, using that right elbow to push the right knee out. Again, trying to relax the rest of the body. And relax it on down. All right, next one that we're gonna roll. Grabbing the roller this time, we're gonna roll our our quadriceps. So, with your roller, you're gonna grab it, place it under the front of the thigh, and when you are rolling your quad, you're gonna roll from just above the knee, you should never go across the knee joint, all the way up as high as you're comfortable with. So again, we're going to roll for about a minute. Just keep rolling. Any spot that you feel has that tension, discomfort, rest on it. Big deep breaths. You can give a little kind of side to side saw motion. You can also pull that heel up to the bum. Try to work it out. While you are rolling here as well, you can rotate the body to get more to the outside, more to the inside, because don't forget your quadriceps. There's kind of 3 of them on the front, so you can rotate around, make sure you hit kind of all the different areas. We got about another 20 seconds here. Again, if you wish to pause to spend more time, go right ahead. All right, we're gonna switch it over, opposite leg. So right leg for me. Same thing otherwise. Give it that roll, up and down, side to side. You want to try to keep the quadriceps nice and relaxed for this, because otherwise they're going to be too tense and they won't get any benefit. About 30 more seconds. All right. So we're going to come off that roller and we're going to stretch the quadriceps now. So I'm going to go for a standing stretch. You can lay on your one side if you wish. Either way ends up the same. All you're going to be doing, pulling that heel up towards your bum, trying to grab the ankle, keeping the knees together as best you can. Squeeze those glutes, help push the hips forward. Will help increase that stretch. And relax it down, switch it around to the other side. Same thing. Pull up, squeeze, keeping those knees together. And relax it on down. One last one for rolling. Back to the roller. We're rolling our hamstrings, so the back of the leg now. So, for that hamstring, sit on back, get that roller under the back of the thigh. What you're gonna do, roll from, again, just above the knee, you should never cross the knee joint, all the way up to the glute, up and down. So you're gonna be rolling up and down. As you do so, you can rotate the foot outwards, rotate it inwards to help turn the leg, hit some different areas of those hamstrings. As before, any area you feel tension, discomfort, take a little rest, big deep breaths. You can give it that little saw side to side motion or a smaller back and forth roll, whatever you feel you need to do. Very noisy roller. About 10 more seconds. And as before, if you wanted to spend more time, pause the video, take your time, and come back when you're ready. We're going to pause, switch to the other side. Exact same thing. Rotating the foot as you feel you need to. Few more seconds, almost there. All right, come off that roller, put it off to the side. We're gonna stretch those hamstrings now. So to stretch them, we'll stretch that right leg straight on out, cross, bring that left foot in towards the thigh. Exhale, reach on forward, try to touch your toes as best you can. Trying to keep that knee nice and straight. Inhale, release, come back up. Switch those legs around, left leg out front now. Reach on forward with an exhale, try to touch those toes. If the hand only lands on the chin, that is fine. And inhale as you slowly release, come back up. All right, so 2 moves left and then we're done class. So next one, you may need your roller if you wish to have something a little more stable. What you're gonna do, start standing nice and tall. We're gonna get down into a very deep squat. So if you can hold the deep squat, great. If you need to sit back on that roller or an object that's fairly low to the floor, that's fine as well. What you want to do, make sure those feet are nice, firmly planted. Make sure the arms aren't in your way. Because what you're going to do is just with a nice wide base, you're going to slowly drop a knee down towards the floor as best you can. Bring it back up, other side. Keep alternating here. We're going through some internal rotation of that hip. Just take it nice and slow. Don't worry if you can't hit the ground. You still want to make sure the foot is keeping some contact with the floor. So just nice and slow, keep alternating here. We're going to keep going just a few more. So if by chance you can go without the roller, it might look a little like this. All right, stand on up, shake those legs on out. So at the start, I had you do that deep squat to see how it felt, see how the body felt, how low you were getting. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna see if you notice a difference this time. So get those feet, nice stance for your squat position. When you're ready, squat on down. Go as low as you can and hold. By chance, do you notice? Are you going lower? Does it feel better in the hips? Do you notice any difference at all? Are things feeling more loose? Is it feeling easier? So, all those exercise movements we did throughout the class are great things to add into your warm-up if you are going to be focusing on your hips on a squat movement during your workout. Go ahead, you can stand back up. Those movements are great as your warm-up because they are taking you through that range of motion or helping give those muscles, the joints, a greater function and more action. So when you are performing your squat, it should feel easier, you should be able to perform better. With that, that is all I have for the class today. I hope you enjoyed it. You were able to work on your hips and the squats a bit. Any questions, comments, suggestions, put them down in the comments below. As well, if you do like these videos from us, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more. Again, from PSP Petawawa here, it was great to have you and have a great day.